All right, guys, it's JP here, joined by Van Gilf,
Now then, guys, how's it going?
and it's fantasy football week. No, not week. Video six. Sorry, I don't even know what
Video
it is.
6, yeah.
Uh,
Game weeks are they're a bit out the window at the moment.
yeah, like I said last week, this video is going to be covering 6 game weeks. So it's obviously game weeks 11 to 16.
So a lot is going to happen in these short few minutes you're going to be watching
Yeah,
us.
but at the bottom you've got in the text is 11, 12, and 13, and on the side is 14, 15, and 16. Just in case you are wondering. But obviously we'll cover. I've got the complete results at the end, so you can if you miss your team, you will see what happened at the end. Right. Anyway, let's get into this. Recently, I was talking to Joe. I'm not sure if you saw it on Twitter, but I've discovered some ridiculously good Vegas tricks that have made this series 20 times easier to make. Because I used to actually not look forward to doing a lot of the things, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, and I know what you mean because I think everybody who watches this series or takes part has got Vegas themselves and has to edit videos,
Yeah.
so they know how tedious it can be.
Especially with the text and the things on the side, you have to change the aspect ratio and then where the pick position and I worked out you can do it in bulk. So this is I actually enjoy looking forward to making these videos. Not that I do look forward to it anyway. It's just the little bits that like they used to have to do that used to piss me off. But anyway, that's better. That's improved. You should get better videos from now on then because I'll be a bit more happy with making them. But right,
Exactly.
on to the schedule. I've written a schedule out, and if you want to write down Friday the 5th of July is the last game week of the season, in which me, Joe, and Shep should be covering all together. We're going to do the last few live, won't we?
Yeah, it's hopefully there's going to be a close finish, so it can mean a lot. Like last year, the BPL finish where Go scored that insane goal that actually won them
Yeah.
the league. I'm hoping something like that happens because it's
I'm
going to be so
hoping so.
interesting,
I really do.
especially if people are getting into it by then because everybody knows who the teams are. Everybody who watches so far, I've noticed a bit of banter in the comments between like Burnsy, Slimbo,
Yeah.
the Bravo team as well. Sorry, they've all been having a bit of banter between themselves. I want more people to get involved, and that's why I've been asking people on Twitter if they want to join in next season. And we've got quite a lot of people interested in the series now.
Yeah, it's not just the championship side of it. It's obviously because eventually we're going to work out how many teams we're going to have for next year, so we can eventually put a mark on who's going to go down as well, because there is going to be relegation.
Yeah,
So that the relegation battle will be quite interesting to see.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna be in the heart of the relegation battle. To be honest with you, so
It'd be funny if you were, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice if we could all stay up and be part of the top league. But anyway, we'll move on to the cup. What was you going to say? Sorry, mate.
I don't mind going down the league. I'll just absolutely kill everyone, and if I go down the league, it's fine.
Right. The cup then. We aren't sure what to do with it entirely yet. We've had 8 people confirmed. We've got a few more that are waiting for shit.
Have you got a list of those people?
Yes. But I haven't written them down properly names, so
All right, no
it's
worries.
just, something for me myself to remember rather than anything else.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But I don't know, what do you reckon we should do with it? Do you reckon it should be two-legged, one-legged?
Two-legged to begin with.
Yeah.
I
And the
reckon.
final.
And then the semi-final and finals one leg.
I
reckon.
think the semi-finals should stay two though, if we're gonna keep it
Oh, fair enough.
like the
We'll
Champions
go for
League,
that
you
then.
know.
Yeah, we'll do
I
that
think
one.
all we'll have
And then
about 30 plus.
teams in
Yeah,
it. That's pretty good then, because we're going to include all the new guys in it. So if you have recently made a team with us, then you will be
yeah,
into this
and
cup as
and then
well,
you'll
as well as next
season.
season.
So that's the only reason why we're doing the cup. It's so people, because we didn't
Yeah,
really
at the
advertise it
minute,
very well at the start, did we? So
no, it was basically just me doing a vlog saying, "Do you want to be involved
yeah,
in this?"
and
And
people didn't
I don't
understand.
think people understood what it
Yeah,
was. So it's been like this first season, and the cup has been like a tester
yeah.
to see if you guys are kind of pick up on how good this series is. I think it's insanely good.
And next
But
year,
I don't think there's no series on it like this on YouTube,
no.
to be honest. So same with Subs versus the World. There's absolutely nobody I know that does anything remotely similar to it, and it doesn't get half the credit it deserves. It really does my head in, to be
The
honest.
funny though is even though it's me and Chef involved, I actually really enjoy when after you've
Every
edited
single
it down.
time, every single time I make one and I watch it, I just sit and laugh to myself because I know how angry you guys are
Yeah.
actually getting at
There's
me.
a part there's
It
a
makes me
part in this,
laugh.
I think it's probably gone past, but Shep plays Jack Zia's team, I think. And you know what Shep's like. He conceded and it was straight dashboard fucking I mean,
Yeah,
He's hilarious. But
I know.
that's the other thing. What do we should we're not sure again whether to make it into a separate video or include it because
Yeah, the cup.
the schedule I've written down for the league most weeks is going to be 4 game weeks per video. So to put in a cup is going to be quite hard.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to put it alongside. So if you guys are thinking about having maybe a separate episode, maybe do you want to do both of them on Friday?
Yeah, I was going to say
So
one morning,
league and
one
cup on
afternoon.
Friday. Yeah, we could do that quite easily because you'll have your internet and that
Yeah,
sorted.
but well, I'll be at home by then, so by the time.
Oh well, yeah,
so.
you will be. So you'll have plenty of time on your hands to do this.
Yeah.
So I reckon that's possible, guys. If you want
And
that,
I'll basically do it like I don't know if you ever watched the Football League show after the match today.
I think
I've seen anything like that over the years, but they do quick highlights of every single game.
Yeah,
You
could. That'd be good if you could do it like that. Because everybody gets to see their team in action.
I was going to record every game and put them in like that. So and then talk about.
And they can see the goals are scoring as well. Because at the moment we haven't got it, so you can see the goals because there's just too many games to go through.
We can't record every team because
there's not enough time. There's not enough time in the day as well,
and not enough space on my laptop to be honest.
Exactly, you could have like a terabyte hard drive to get all that sorted.
Yeah, so. And I think you probably need 2 because it only take like half these. It's like 1 gig per video, isn't it? So
yeah, it is insane how big some of the files actually do get, but we've just got to live with these things. Being YouTube entrepreneurs.
I probably have to use your external hard drive for the cup, to be honest, because
that's all right. I haven't actually. It's been sat in my bag ever since
I've gone.
You've used it.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I've still got a lot of career modes that I need to edit down. We completely forgot about that series for weeks.
Yeah, our channel's been a bit tits up recently because everything is like we used to have a schedule, but that's just gone out the window now. Because I get bored of doing certain things, like my player reviews. I get bored of them, so I just make a team and just make a team and like do that as a video, which I like doing because one the other day actually got over 100 likes, which is insane.
Yeah, that's decent.
Exactly. So that's why I've started to like doing them. Yeah. I mean, I still do Nations on Vacations, but yesterday's video, it's yesterday we're talking, but last week's episode is currently on 112 views and only 53 likes, and that's lower than average because usually we get about 75 likes now, which is, to be honest, I'm not complaining. 50 likes is good, but it'd be nice to have like every video around about the average.
Yeah, I get that. But right, we are at 7-8 minutes coming up to now, so obviously we'll talk about our last thing and then I can talk about the changes. Closely with there being 6 games played, there's been a lot of change in the league for a few teams here and there. I won't mention anybody yet, but you'll see in a minute. But anyway, Joe, after seeing so we're at game week 16 now, what would you change in your team for next season?
Well, I didn't know how strange our players would play. Do you know what I mean? Against opposition, because I've never played it offline before. So I'd definitely sack a few of the turds off and get the bigger players in, like Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd get rid of Neymar and straight replace him with Ronaldo, and maybe sacrifice someone like Benzema as well, because he's strong and he can head the ball, but he's not fast. And against computer, you need pace because the computer just knows what you're going to do before you even know what you're going to do.
Yeah, and I think our teams are going to be set up a lot. If you're listening to this and thinking, no, I wouldn't, because our teams are going to be set up to be playing FIFA.
And then your teams are going to be set up as simulated teams. So you can afford to have the technically gifted players in your team.
Yeah, whereas we can't because
if we have Xavi in our team, we're just going to get absolutely abused because we're physically playing the games. It's just going to get abused by pace. But if you've got it in your team, then you could actually have him on the ball, like in the simulated game, actually calling the shots. It's weird how FIFA works. It just works like that.
It's and the teams that are at the bottom now, down the bottom of the table, I have no idea why, because they've all got brilliant teams.
Everybody, they've just got to lose, though, haven't they? Someone's got to lose, and if it's just not their day, it's not their day.
But then the teams at the top, that it's not, they're going on game, like Chris K was on like 6 games in a row, wins, and so is Slimbo, and it's like.
So there's got to be stuff. There's got to be momentum. Yeah. It's officially like true. There is momentum within FIFA.
Yeah, something like that. And definitely, we worked out the other day that the injuries take a massive hit on you, because Slimbo, you lost 2 big players last week, and you went I think you lost 2 games in a row at the start of this week. So that's another thing you have to
It's
take into account:
exactly.
your bench and your reserves.
If you take out your best goalkeeper, which could be Cesar, and you've only got someone low rated like Sam Slocum
Yeah,
as your reserve, then you're screwed, aren't you? Really,
yeah,
'cause any shot from anywhere is going to go in. So it's really good because you've got to find a balance of players.
yeah. And you
And
never know
you
what's
was
going to
actually
happen
going to
to your team.
exactly. You was going to mention about making a 25
Yeah.
listed squad
So this,
instead of the
because like we
18
said
for
earlier,
this
this
reason.
this is a prototype effectively, isn't it, for this series.
Yeah, this first season is just a tester.
And we got you to make your teams, and then we realised that FIFA don't actually as soon as someone gets injured or red carded, that's the season over because you have to forfeit your game. So we have to put in 7 shit players, and unfortunately, these players have started scoring goals, and I've no idea how because they're about level 25, weren't they?
Yeah, they were insanely
They were
bad.
some
I
of the
don't
worst
understand.
players ever created by. I think they were created by other people as well. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
so we're going to increase it for next season to 25-man squad.
So that means you could have your players like, say, your actual reserve player. So if you're a Man U fan and you know that he used to be like a good reserve player, you could stick him in your reserves
I was
because he's a lower rated, so he's going to be less money, isn't
Yeah,
he?
and I was going to say that,
Giving him an extra.
but like I was going to say, we'll give you a budget, but and the players' rating will reflect their price, but the younger players are going to be cheaper. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, the lower rated
yeah,
players are obviously going to be
but I
cheaper.
mean, like if you could buy like an under 21 player or an under 19 player, that's regard if he's an 85 and he's 19, he's going to be cheaper because he's younger. Do you know what I mean? We're going to
Yeah,
give you that. You're basically building a youth squad if you want to. If not, you can buy
yeah.
anybody. But
It's difficult with that though because will they perform well or not
yeah,
in the simulated games? You don't know because obviously I don't know if FIFA take into account the fact that they're young or whether just that they're 85 overall, so they're going to be amazing.
yeah, I don't know because
You
I'm sure the
got an
size and
idea.
strength will have something to do with it as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, a lot of them will be small. But to be honest, how old is Phil Jones? Because he's a tank, to be
He's like
honest, and
20, isn't he?
he's only
21.
young. Exactly. I'd stick him in my squad.
Mm.
Honestly, if I had to remake my squad right now, it'd be so different.
Yeah, I'd change a lot.
I'm looking forward to next season for the fact that there's going to be 2 leagues and the fact that everybody should be proper happy to get involved. I really can't wait
Yeah, I'm like a small child waiting for Christmas just to come home and end this. Get to the end of the season and
and get the next
get
one
run.
going.
But anyway, I've just seen the table now. Slim, you've dropped to third, I think, after being 7 points clear last week, which tells you everything about, your
Exactly. You've had a share.
games. And Gilf, you are still 3 points. Well, you're bottom, but 3 points behind 23rd, which is Burnsy.
Ah, Burns has even got a third team as well. It's just full of Irish players. Not saying Irish players are bad. It's just they're no Cristiano Ronaldo, are they?
Yeah, Burns' team is the only 4.5-star team out of the whole league.
Exactly. Burnsy will be making huge changes to his squad, I can
Yeah,
imagine.
oh, he might stick to his guns. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait.
Ah, no, he'll change it. I know he'll change it now because he went through a stint of only using Irish teams in Ultimate Team, and I convinced him not to do that and tried to use other players. And since then, he's actually made so many good
Yeah,
teams, and he's actually done YouTube videos on them. So
yeah. I saw you
he
speaking
must be
to him on
getting
Twitter
into it.
earlier, I think.
Yeah,
But anyway, we are past the time. I don't know what's coming up next week. I think it's only back to 2 game weeks next week. It's going to be
yeah,
two or 4 game weeks every week until we get to July 5th, which will be no, the week before July 5th will be 1 game week. The last two will be 1 game week each. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Right. Anyway,
I
we'll
get
leave
it.
it there then, and
Right.
we'll
Cheers,
see
guys.
you next week. See you later. Bye.